Hello and welcome to Yoga with Maria. I hope you're all well and I hope you've had a nice day in the sunshine. I know that it's probably quite hot still and very humid, so actually today's session will be we're still going to work, but it will be more kind of relaxing and yin. So we'll do a lot of stretches where we stay in a pose for a while and just relax into it. But of course we will still warm up and make sure our bodies are prepped for that. Just be mindful of the space that you're in. Make sure you've got a nice clear space or a clear space as possible. And also if you have any injuries, just to be really mindful of those injuries, really listen to your body. Let's find ourselves in a nice comfortable seated position and close your eyes. And we'll just spend a few minutes just focusing inwards. So just closing the eyes, allowing the spine to lengthen, the neck to lengthen, the shoulders to drop. And just focus your thoughts on your breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And we'll just do a little body scan just to check in. And just use this opportunity just to tune in to each different body part. And just noticing as we go through, if anything, if you've got an injury in that area or it's a little bit achy, just give it an extra bit of thought as we go through. So let's take that focus down to the tips of our toes and soles of our feet, heels, your ankles, into your legs, knees, your awareness into the top of your legs, your hips, into your lower back, round into the lower part of your belly, into the center of your belly, round into the middle of your back, up to the top of your back, and round into your chest. Take that awareness into your shoulders, your arms, elbows, forearms, your wrists, hands, fingers, thumbs, and trace that awareness back up your arms into your throat, round into your neck, and the back of the head, round into your forehead, your eyes, nose, your mouth, lips, tongue, jaw, and trace that awareness to the sides of your temples, up into the top of your head and out. And keeping your eyes closed, let's inhale, take our arms up towards the ceiling, Bring the palms together and exhale, bring them down towards your heart center. And again, inhaling the arms up. Arms together, exhale, bring them down towards your heart center. And one more time, inhaling the arms up. Arms together, exhale, bring them down to rest at your heart center. And we'll open our class on an Om. Inhaling through the nose. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste, enjoy your practice. Let's just keep that nice kind of calm feeling. Well, we've created it. Just bring one hand onto your chest and one hand onto your lower belly. And we'll just continue that focus into that breath. So again, allowing the spine to lengthen, the neck to lengthen, the shoulders to drop. And if you want to close your eyes again, you can. And just bring that focus back into the breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Just seeing if you can direct that breath sort of past the chest and into the belly. Imagining that it's going kind of all the way down there. So you're feeling the hand on your belly expand as you breathe in. And then just go back in as you breathe out. The movement doesn't have to be big, it's just noticing that gentle rising and falling of your belly. Just seeing if you can allow that breath to become even lighter, even quieter. Almost as if you can't hear it. Great, and then just releasing the hands. And let's just allow the head to go over to one side. So you can open your eyes if you want. And then just little half circles with the head. Just allowing the chin to drop towards the chest. And taking the ear over to one shoulder and then the other. And then if you want to just keep it on one side for a moment and just allow the weight of your head to stretch out that side of the neck. If you want to give it a little rub, you can, or maybe take the opposite arm out to kind of stretch right down into any tightness that you feel in the neck. And then just gently taking it over to the side. Again, just allowing that weight of the head to stretch it. If you want to just add a little bit to that, just lengthen the arm. And again, give it a little rub if you want, if that feels nice. Bringing the head up and then just allowing the head to just come forward. If you want to take the hand to interlace the fingers, you can just put a bit of weight on the back of the head. Releasing the hands, let's just take that into the chest. So inhaling, taking the chest forward slightly, and then exhale, just bringing the chin towards the chest. take your time with that and hold it in position if that feels nice. And then bringing that movement to a stillness. And let's just take one arm over. We'll just do a little side stretch. And you can either keep your arm stretched out or you can put your elbow to the floor. And if you want to just give the side of your body a little rub or a little pat. Or just be still and breathe into that stretch. And then just taking that to the other side. And again, you can just give the side of the rib cage a little rub or a little pat. And then coming up, and then just take those shoulders to the ears. Just really scrunch them up and then release. And again, just really tight, 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 and then release. And one more time. And release. Great. And then let's just take the legs out. Not too wide, just enough so you can get a nice sort of lengthening in the legs. And the knees on the floor. So if your knees are kind of raised up, then just bring those legs in a little bit. And then we're just going to take some nice little sort of circles around. So you can use your hands. Imagine you've got like a big pot of your favourite food. And you're just going to stir it. So you're just taking that forward and then back. So it's kind of up to you. You can keep the movement quite small if that feels nice. If you want to just keep it nice and small to get into the hips. If you want to stretch out the legs a little bit more, you can take it wider. And again, you don't have to go fast, but maybe you want to. And then just taking that in the opposite direction. Again, nice and gentle. Just starting to warm up the legs. Bringing that to a stillness, and then just taking yourself into your tabletop. So just checking that your hands are hip width distant, shoulder width rather, and then looking at your knees, just make sure that they're hip width distance apart so you've got nice stability. Spread the fingers. Inhale, take the gaze towards the ceiling slightly, and then exhale, tucking the chin in towards the chest. Pressing the tops of the feet into the floor. Really spreading those fingers. So if you feel that your knuckles are coming up, just see if you can flatten them out. And then if you want to just loosen that up, that movement to a little crazy Thursday night cat. You can sit back on your heels, swing through your elbows, take a little look behind you. Again, just keeping the mouth closed and allowing that breath to flow in and out gently through the nose. And then just bringing that movement to a stillness. Let's just take a little balance. Extending the right arm and then lengthening the left leg. And just use this opportunity just to find that balance. Try and draw your belly button in towards your spine. And release. And just take it out on the other side. Lengthen the left arm and the right leg. Little opposition. Again, trying to draw that belly button in towards the spine. Releasing, tucking the toes, and just hang yourself in your rag doll. So just allowing those feet to be hip width distance. Nice deep bend in the knees if you need to. Just giving the head a little nod, a little shake, nice and heavy, so you're holding no tension in the head or in the neck. If you want to do a few twists from side to side, you can. Again, just give that head a little nod. And just really nice deep bend in the knees now. I'm just going to bring ourselves to standing up through the spine, but allowing your head to be the last thing that comes on top. Great. And then just working your feet, just kind of little massage, pressing the tops of the feet to the floor. Just again, just nice and gentle, so you're not going to strain the top of the foot. And just make your way to the front of the mat. Just make sure you've got enough space behind you. And bring yourself into your mountain pose. So your toes touching, your heels slightly apart. And just clock and work your way up through your body. So just spread the toes, engage the legs, little micro bend in the knees if you need to. Really squeeze the glutes, the bum muscles, pressing the belly button in towards the spine, chest open, shoulders back. We're going to take a nice gentle sun salutation. But just know that you can always come back to your mountain pose if you need to. If you need to take a moment, or if you need to sit down at any point, you can. Nice and gently, let's inhale, take our arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, swan dive, nose to knee. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands on the floor, spread the fingers, and step back into your plank or your chaturanga. Just bringing that weight up slightly over the wrists. Squeeze the glutes, bring the belly in towards the spine, lengthen the neck. Bring those knees down if you need to, keeping the elbows tucked in towards the body, chest towards the floor, chin towards the floor. Inhale, up dog. And just hold that up dog just for a moment, keeping the hips on the floor if you want, or pressing the tops of the feet into the floor and raising those hips off. Tucking the toes, exhale, down dog. So just having a little walk through your feet if you need to. And spreading those fingers. And then allowing the feet to settle hip width distance apart so they're not too wide, not too narrow. And take the chin towards the chest. Inhaling, taking your gaze towards your hands, step your feet towards your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring them back down. Toes touching, heels slightly apart. Just reset yourself and we'll go for another one. Squeeze those glutes. You really engage before you even begin. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, nose to knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, just step or do a little jump back if you want. Take the weights forward, squeeze those glutes, knees down if you need, chest towards the floor, chin towards the floor. Inhale, up dog. Tucking the toes, exhale, down dog. Again, don't be afraid to move the feet if you don't feel right. Have a little play around with your down dog. You can bring your feet closer, draw them further away. Imagine you're trying to press those heels back towards the floor, lengthening the legs. Inhaling, taking the gaze towards your hands, step or jump your feet towards your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, release. Again, just compose yourself, toes touching, heels slightly apart. shoulders back. Let's inhale again, take the arms up, nice and gentle. Exhale, swan dive, nose to knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back into your plank. Weight slightly forward over those wrists. Knees down if you need to, chest towards the floor, chin towards the floor. Inhale, up dog. In the toes, exhale, down dog. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Squeezing the glutes. Drawing your belly button towards your spine. Inhaling, taking your gaze towards your hands. Step or jump your feet towards your hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, coming all the way up. And then exhale, release. Again, let's just take a few moments. Toes touching, heels slightly apart. Shoulders back. Mountain pose. Nice and grounded. Nice and tall. We'll do Sun Salutation Sequence B. We'll add a few warrior poses in there. So let's inhale. Exhale, bend. Keeping those knees together. Extend in the arms, chair pose. Shoulders down. Great. And let's take the nose to the knee. Halfway lift. Planting the hands, stepping or jumping back into your plank. Weight slightly forward. Squeeze the glutes. Take the knees down if you need to. Keep those elbows tucked. Chest towards the floor, chin towards the floor. Inhale, up dog. Tuck in the toes. Exhale, down dog. Just step through with the right foot. Warrior one. Just check your posture. Be your own teacher. Just make sure that right foot, that right leg rather, is a nice 90-degree bend. Just checking that your left foot is pressing into the floor. The hips are drawing around towards that right foot. Lengthen the arms. But allow the shoulders to drop away from the ears. And then let's open this out into warrior two. Again, just checking that leg, nice 90-degree bend. Drawing these hips now lengthways towards the mat. Arms nice and long, gaze towards the right fingertips. And then let's reverse the warrior. So just leaning back into that, taking the gaze towards the right forearm, lengthening the arm. Again, trying to keep that space between the shoulder and the ear. And then let's cartwheel the arms down to the floor, stepping back into your plank again. Knees down if you need, chest down, chin down, inhale, up dog. Tucking the toes, exhale, down dog. Go foot on the other side, so step through with that left foot, warrior one. Again, just check that posture, nice 90-degree bend. Pressing that right foot into the floor. Bringing these hips round towards that left knee. Arms nice and long, shoulders down. Opening into warrior two. Nice length in the arms again. Just make sure that knee doesn't overshoot. Gaze towards the left fingertips. See if again you can draw that belly in towards the spine. And then reverse your warrior. Gaze towards the left forearm. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And then cartwheeling those arms round and down. Stepping back into your plank. Weight slightly forward. Knees down if you need to. Chest down, chin down. Inhale, up dog. Tuck in the toes. Exhale, down dog. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose, just seeing if you can find that nice light breath again. Inhaling, taking your gaze towards your hands, step or jump your feet towards your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, lengthen for your chair pose. Lengthen the arms, allow the shoulders to drop. And then coming all the way up and release. Great, let's do a nice little side stretch. So just bring it again into your mountain pose. Toes touching, heels slightly apart. Just regaining your breath. Let's bring our arms up towards the ceiling. Interlace the fingers. And if you want to release that first finger, you can. So you kind of got that first finger pointing up and the thumbs locked behind. Shoulders down. Squeezing the glutes. Inhale and then exhale, just bending over to one side. Switching over. If you feel that your chest is going towards the floor, just see if you can open it up a little bit more towards the ceiling. Inhale, coming up, and then it's going over to the other side. Lengthening the arms. Great. Coming up, keeping the arms nice and straight. Just going to do a little mini back bend. So really squeeze the glutes, just open that chest up towards the ceiling. Just leaning back slightly, just a little bit, but really squeeze those bum cheeks. And take the pressure off the lower back. Release the hands, step the feet out to hip width distance. We're going to go forward fold, so nice deep bend in the knees. Give the head a little nod. You're going to take the first finger, the middle finger, and hook those fingers around your toes, your big toes. So just be mindful that your wrists aren't trying to meet each other, but they're going out, away from each other and rounding off. You're keeping that nice strength in the wrists. And from here, just with each out breath, just going to lengthen the legs a little bit, but you're going to try to keep contact with your chest, your belly, and your legs. If you start to lose that contact, just bend the knees again and just take a little bit more time over it. Maybe try squeezing the glutes to see if that makes a difference. I'm just going to release the hook of the toes and then place the palms of the hands underneath the soles of the feet. Again, just give the head a nod, give it a little shake, just make sure you're not holding any tension there. Same thing, nice deep bend in the knees to start with. And on each out breath, just see if you can lengthen the legs, but keep that contact with your body against your legs. Releasing the hands, nice deep bend in the knees, and bring yourself back up through the spine. Just allowing that spine to stack and your head for the last thing, and then just give yourself a moment just in that nice alignment so you don't get too much of a head rush. Great. Let's do a nice tree pose. We'll do a nice little balance. So just planting, I'll mirror you, so just planting the left foot and then bringing the right foot off the floor, and you can have it just touching the mat if that feels good, or if you want to take it above or below the knee, just not on it. Just putting your hands on the hips for a second, just to make sure that they haven't scooched around. You're going to try and keep them nice and square. Really fire up the glutes in the supporting leg. Bringing the hands together towards the heart center, shoulders down. And you can stay here, or if you want, take the arms up and open. Lengthening the arms. Again, letting the shoulders drop. So you've got a nice space between the shoulders and the ears. But you're lengthening those arms. And you can stay here, or if you want to challenge yourself by closing your eyes, even just for a moment, and enjoying that sway, enjoying perhaps going off balance. Or if you want to just take your gaze to the ceiling, focus on your breath, breathing in and out through the nose. Inhaling, exhale, release. Let's go on the other side. Again, maybe balance is better or worse on this side, so don't worry if you do need to change the position of your leg. So again, toe on the floor, above or below the knee. Again, just put your hands on your hips for a second. Just check that the hips aren't skewing around. Shoulders down. Again, squeeze the glute of that right leg. You can stay here, or if you want to take the arms up and out and open, you can. Again, lengthening, straightening the arms, keeping the shoulders down. And again, if you want to close your eyes for a second, or take the gaze to the ceiling. And again, just enjoy that moment of swaying. Keep the shoulders down. Inhaling, and then exhale, release. Let's do a Trikonasana. So let's kind of open up again, keep this nice stretch in the body. So nice wide stance. Right toes pointing at 12, and the left toes kind of pigeoning in a little bit. Hips lengthways from the mat, arms nice and long, your legs are both straight. Gaze towards the right fingertips, and you're going to reach towards that right side. Reach, 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 and then extend for your Trikonasana. You're opening, lengthening those arms, just checking that your left hand isn't falling behind you, but it's nice and stacked on top, so you've got a nice long line. Just be mindful if you're putting weight on the right hand, you want to lift out that rib cage. Inhaling, coming up, and then just flip the toes, and we'll take it on the other side. So this time the left toe is pointing at 12, the right one's coming in. Hips again to check, nice lengthways. Lengthen the arms, gaze towards the left fingertips, and then reach towards that left side. Reach, 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 and then extend. Taking the gaze towards the right fingertips. And again, just checking that the right hand isn't falling behind, but it's sitting nice and on top. Great. Inhaling, coming out. And let's do a nice little wide leg stance. So just nice wide legs, hips facing the length of the mat, toes kind of coming in towards each other, lengthening the arms up, and then leaning forward, lengthening in the neck, lengthening in the spine. Really squeeze the glutes. Great, and then just releasing down, so deep bend in the knees if you need. Give the head a little nod. We're just going to take the hands behind the ankles, And again, with each out breath, just see if you can lengthen the legs just a little bit. You're just kind of using those hands to kind of anchor your body towards that gap. But you're not trying to bounce or force it. And then let's take the right hand, the left hand to the right foot, and then extend the right arm up for a little twist. Taking the gaze towards the right fingertips. And then changing to the side. Right hand to the left foot, left arm up towards the ceiling, gaze towards the left fingertips. And releasing, just bending the knees if you need to. Lengthen back out into that sort of tabletop position, lengthening the spine, lengthening the neck, reaching the arms out in front. And then coming up and releasing. Nice. And then we'll just sort of fold that all in. Do another little balance. We'll do a eagle pose. Here we go. So I'll mirror you this time. Opening the arms, taking the right arm under the left, and then the right leg up and over. Bring the shoulders down, just noticing if you're leaning forward. Just see if you can bring that back up. Allow the shoulders to drop, just squeezing everything. Great. Inhaling, coming up, and exhale, release. Opposite way, left arm underneath the right, and then that left leg coming up and over. Again, just be mindful if you're leaning forward, see if you can sit back up into it. Allow the shoulders to drop. Great. Inhaling, coming up, and then exhale, release. I'm just going to go down into our squat position. So nice wide stance in the legs, in the feet. If your heels don't reach the floor, which they might not, don't worry, you can give them a bit of support just by rolling up the edge of your mat or grabbing a towel or something, jumper. And just using that as support underneath the heels there. Then just taking a moment in your squat, so you're really pressing out the sides, opening the legs, opening the hips. I'll just show you from the side. You're really trying to think about lengthening that spine and lengthening the neck. And breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And then from here, just walking the hands out into your plank. And we're just going to sink the hips down onto the mat and just bring yourself into an up dog position. But you're allowing the hips to sink towards the floor. Squeeze the glutes. If that feels too much on the lower back, just bend the elbows and bring the posture down, or even take the elbows to the floor. It's just a much more gentle pose. So you're in Sphinx pose. The elbows down, or just stretching back a little bit into that up dog. Or cobra, rather. And then let's just sit back into a prayer pose. So you're really pushing yourself back, bum onto the heels. We're lifting the arms up, so your fingertips are touching the mat, and then your forehead is down on the mat as well. You're lengthening those arms. And again, coming into your cobra, so allow the hips to sink. Again, if the cobra is too much, just coming into your sphinx pose with the elbows on the floor. And you're just going to take your gaze over your right shoulder, just for a little twist. And then over the left shoulder. And coming back. And again, just sitting back into that. You can do prayer pose again, or if you want to bring the arms by the side into child's pose, you can. Great. And then bringing yourself down onto your belly. And just rest in the forehead on the hands. And let's just raise the right leg up. So again, just lengthening that leg. And then release. And the same with the opposite leg. Lengthening, raising it up, but keeping the hip on the floor. And release. And again with the other leg. Lengthening and release. And one more time on the other leg. And release. And if you want, you can, you've got a choice of either just raising both legs, or if you want to just add that extra stretch into bow pose, you can. By bow pose, you just take your hand on the outside of your foot. On the inside, sorry, at the top of the foot. So you're grabbing it from the inside. And then just raising those hips up, lifting the chest up. And releasing. Again, just tucking the hands and sitting back into prayer pose or child's pose. Then bring yourself up onto your knees, and we're gonna do camel. But if you don't have to go into full camel, you've got a couple of choices here. You can just bring your hands behind on your lower back, open the chest towards the ceiling, squeeze those glutes, bring the belly in towards the spine. If you want to go into full camel, just gently bring one hand behind you onto your heel, followed by the other. Allow the head to relax. Opening the chest in whichever position. Really squeeze your glutes, take the pressure off the lower back. If you're in full camel, just again bringing one hand to the lower back and then the next. And again, just sitting back just for a moment into your child pose or your prayer pose. And sitting yourself up, let's just again, we're going to take, it doesn't matter which side actually, I'll mirror you. So let's do the left knee into the chest and then the right leg nice and long, sort of going out wide. And we're just going to do a nice little side stretch into this. So just taking the right hand on that left ankle and then reaching left arm over. So if you want to take your right hand on your ankle, you can to anchor that. And you're just opening your chest towards the ceiling, so it's kind of really opening into that side. And if you can grab your toe, you can use that as an anchor. But even if you're all the way up here, that's okay. You're using this right hand here to anchor yourself. You can really get into that side stretch. Coming up, let's just take that on the other side. So lengthening the left leg, bringing the right knee in, left hand on the right ankle. And again, we're just reaching over with that right arm. So don't worry, even if you're really up here, again, you're just using this leg, move it out if you need to. Breathing into that side, again, allowing the chest to open up towards the ceiling. Bringing yourself up, allowing the legs to be, again, I say wide, but it's just wider. Making sure that your legs can be straight, so that means you might have to bring the legs in a little bit. Different for everybody. In this pose, we're trying to really work the legs to kind of not allow the knees to flop forward, but rotate them back. And we're just going to go straight into a kind of like relaxed pose with this. So you can allow the spine to curve. You're just going to allow the head to be nice and heavy, wherever that is for you. Maybe that's still up here, and that's okay. But I want you to imagine with each out breath that you're just getting closer towards the floor. Just using your hands or your elbows just to support that pose. And you're just going to relax as much as you can and breathe over into that posture. And just being mindful if those knees are trying to creep forward, just see if you can rotate them back. Bringing yourself up, and let's just do both legs straight this time, so straight out in front. Lengthening the spine just to start with, and then allowing yourself to flop over. Again, just keep the spine nice and curved. The important thing is your head's nice and heavy. Using your hands or your elbows on those legs just to help support that. And again, you're just breathing into it, just allowing gravity to do the work so you're not bouncing. Bringing yourself up and allowing yourself to go down onto your back. And we're just going to come into a nice happy baby pose. So just bringing the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, taking the palms of the hands on those feet, just allowing the hips to open naturally wherever they do. And if you want to do a little rock from side to side, you can. If you want to lengthen and stretch out those legs, you can. Or just allow them to open up wherever they open naturally without you having to force anything. And then releasing the hands, keeping the knees, bring the knees in towards the chest. And do a little twist, so just allowing the knees to go over to the left. Take your gaze to the right. And you're just going to lengthen those arms. If you want to take your left hand on your legs just to kind of anchor them, you can. And let's just bring the knees up and over to the other side, so over to the right, gaze to the left. Arm nice and long. Again, bringing that right hand on the legs if you want. the knees into the chest, taking the chin towards the knees, clasping the elbows, bring those heels together and just give everything a squeeze. Squeeze, tight little ball. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then release. And allow yourself just to relax into your Shavasana, your corpse pose. And just let everything go. Allow yourself to be supported by the floor. I've got a little quote today from Swami Pranyabhada. You are unique as you are here and now. You are never the same. You will never be the same again. You have never before been what you are now. You will never be it again. And when you're ready, start to bring some awareness back into your body. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Giving the fingers and the toes a little wriggle. And if you want, take your hands above your head, give yourself a big stretch. And then just slowly take yourself over to one side. And keeping your eyes closed, just bring yourself nice and slowly into a comfortable seated position. And let's together inhale, take our arms up towards the ceiling. Palms together, exhale, bring them down towards your heart center. And again, inhaling the arms up. Bring the palms together. Exhale, bring them down towards your heart center. And one more time, inhaling the arms up. Palms together. Exhale, let them rest at your heart center. And we'll close our class on 3 Oms, followed by Shanti. Inhaling through the nose. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for a wonderful practice this evening. Thank you for joining me. We do have meditation as well this evening. So we'll be back in a few moments with that, so you can stay online if you want to. Otherwise, we do have yoga tomorrow at 10 o'clock and on Saturday at 11. In the meantime, I wish you a pleasant evening. Thank you so much. Namaste. Hello and welcome to Meditation with Maria. Welcome back, or welcome if you are just joining us for this evening's meditation session. So just get yourself into a nice comfortable position. You don't have to be sat on the floor, you can be sitting on a chair. We're just going to do a tiny little bit of massage with the face, and then we'll get into a bit of semi-guided meditation. It's one that I actually did last week, but it's a nice one to kind of allow you to have some time without me talking, which is good. So just find yourself in this comfortable position, and we'll just start to work a little bit of massage into the eyebrows. So just taking the first finger and the thumb, you're kind of just massaging a little bit the eyebrow, like kind of kneading it. And it's just to allow to break up any tension that we've been holding in there from staring at screens all day. Allow your shoulders to drop, so you're not creeping the shoulders up, but you're allowing them to drop away from the ears. And then let's just take the fingers. Again, you can just do some gentle strokes across the top of just underneath the eyebrows, along the line. the eye socket. And then let's just trace that in the other way. So you're just bringing the fingers at the top of the nose, bringing them underneath. So you're tracing the eye socket, the cheekbone, kind of across the top, and then up. So you're kind of working nice and gently, opening the sinuses, and then just lifting it up. So just kind of relieving the puffy eyiness that we can sometimes get. It's like a little mini facelift. And then just gently taking that massage. I guess anywhere you feel that you need a little bit of TLC from yourself, whether that's at the back of the ears, in that space between the jaw and the skull, it can be quite tight around there, or keeping that massage on the top of the head, underneath the jaw, into the side of the neck. Just really, figure out kind of where maybe you're holding the most tension. And pressing the tips of the fingers into the shoulders if that feels nice. And then just allowing those arms to relax. And if you'd like to lay down, you can. You want to close your eyes. You can stay seated or you can lie down, just finding yourself in a really nice, comfortable position. Close the eyes and let's bring the focus into our breathing. We're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. What sounds can you hear? Can you smell anything? With your eyes closed, what colors and shapes can you see? What can you feel? The floor, the clothes on your skin. And how do you feel on the inside? Continue to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Imagine your breath is becoming lighter, quieter, softer. In through the nose and out through the nose. Om, Indian Sanskrit word for peace. Om. Repeat this mantra silently inside your head. Om. 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 Peace. Tranquility. I'm going to leave you for a short while. I will let you know when the meditation is coming to an end by playing 3 soft notes on the singing bowl. If you feel your mind wandering at any point, just bring it back to repeating the mantra Om. 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 When you're ready, start to bring some awareness back into your body. It's time to release the mantra. And if you like, you can open your eyes, or if you prefer, just keep them closed and enjoy a few more moments of relaxation, then you can. Thank you for joining me this evening for this short but sweet meditation session. I wish you a peaceful, relaxing evening. Thank you so much. Namaste.